What I want to do is start off with, I gotta have 3 volunteers. Can I get y'all 3 to come up right here for me, please?
It's not
Yes.
volunteer if you
You
tell
all
us.
3 right there. If we would have had the full 6, I would have said, can I get a volunteer? But since we're working with, not even a full room.
You volunteer.
We voluntold. I like that. All right, so here's what I'm going to have you all do. All right. All right, CEO down there.
You like the judge.
All right, and everything we do is all relative. So what I want you to do is, what you all going to do is line up in order. First, second, third. Stay where you are now. First, second, third, right? I want you all to line up according to your shoe size. But the catch is, can't use your words. All right? Can't use your words. All right? So, again, I want you to line up smallest shoe size to biggest shoe size in the back. You can't use your words. Go. No, you can't use words. And just clap when you're done. So we got smallest to biggest feet, or we got biggest to smallest feet. Okay, that's fine. All right, so just give me one clap. All right, what's your shoe size?
8.5.
8.5.
Small is the biggest.
Yeah, 8.5.
Oh, we're 9 now.
Oh, we're 8.
Okay. We're gonna get out one more chance.
Yeah, visual.
All right, it's okay. I'm gonna give you one more chance.
That's not, no, 8.5?
Okay, well, that's man, it's different.
Oh, you're 9, right? You said 9.
No, 8.5.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right. So what I want y'all to do, we're gonna do this again. Starting from A being the first one to Z being the last. All right. A being the first one right here.
A.
To Z being the last. I want you all to line up according to the first letter in your mother's name. Can't use your hands. Can't use your words. Your mouth, your voice. Okay. All right. So again, first letter of your mother's first name. All right. Let's go.
Question.
Go ahead.
But you didn't say elbow, so I'm gonna use my elbow.
Do whatever you all got to do to make it happen. Okay. Okay. We're gonna have it. All right. So, mom's first name Beverly. B.
Diana.
D.
Sheila.
Woo! All right, that was good. All right, have a seat. Good. The reason I had you all do that is because you're going to have many challenges. You already have many challenges in every area of your life where communication is the main issue of why you have a breakdown of completing whatever the mission is. So it can be telling your child to go take a bath and them not going to go take a bath. All right, we have a breakdown of communication here. Somebody's not really taking me serious right now. When you're at work and you're communicating with someone on the phone who, you're trying to get that address and they're steady trying to tell you what happened. All right, breakdown of communication. You have work environment issues where a trainer, instructor is trying to give a trainee some advice, or maybe a person who's new to the building some advice, and they still don't do the right thing. We have a breakdown in communication. So what I wanted to show you all is that when you all were, when I gave you the objective to complete the mission, you all did with whatever you could, your best to complete the mission. All right, 2 parts to that. The first part is that, I want you all to understand that is a clear example that no matter the obstacle that's in your way, you always find a way. Always. All right. And the second part of that is this. We're going to learn to break down languages, which is the first thing on your overview. Language is important because again, if you get caught up in the noise of the language, it takes away from you executing your mission. And I'm gonna show you how. So what's your name again, boss? I'm sorry. Drew, yeah, Drew. All right, Drew, I want you to give me an example of a time where you had a caller call in and it was just really hard to get through to them. You know, you wanted something from them, they weren't giving it to you. I don't know if it was an address, it was a location. Give me a time, something that's most prevalent in your mind where you had that issue. I know you got tons.
I'm trying to think. I probably wouldn't have as many as others people, but
Okay.
I seem to always get the address.
Mhm.
But I think I took a call. Oh, okay. Well, I think I took a call where I think the baby wasn't breathing or something like that, and the mother. No, I was talking to. Well, I think I was talking to the mom. She was hysterical. She couldn't give me the address. She couldn't. She was just basically out of it, so to speak. She was just screaming and yelling and doing all this extra.
Mhm.
But she just wanted me to send somebody, but unfortunately I couldn't. I didn't know where to send them to.
Right.
And
What ended up happening?
I mean, after me talking to her for a while, trying to calm her down, she eventually gave me the address.
Awesome. That's a great way of navigating. Let's everybody give them a round of hands for that.
Thank you.
So I want all of us to break that down. So a woman called. She was having a baby.
No, her baby wasn't breathing.
Okay, baby wasn't
She
breathing.
thought it wasn't breathing.
So then, what is your task then?
Okay, man, what's the address? To get her some help. My task is to get her some help.
Okay, so. The mission. Don't talk about my handwriting, I type better than I text, all right? So, the task was to get the address,
Right.
all right? That was the mission. What are some of the things that she said, you know, even going from you all's experience in dealing with similar issues, what are some of the things that people do that can deter an inexperienced person from being able to get the address?
Yeah.
Yelling. Give me one more.
Cursing.
Somebody else.
Distraction.
Like, what's the distraction?
The baby.
The baby.
Her focus on the baby.
Give me one.
Emotion would be what as your link spoke to, the yelling and the, just give me some help, which is debating with them trying to get the address, so.
Okay. So what, the lack of composure? Would you say that?
Okay, that's good.
Okay. And what about you, boss? Size 8.5?
I guess, it kind of like lack of composure, but lack of focus, because if you're asking them for the address, they keep going on and on and on.
Who's lack of focus, theirs or yours?
Theirs.
Okay.
And well, actually, it could be both, because sometimes as a call taker, you keep going over and over it, and you kind of zone out if you're not, present. So yeah.
That's true. And so, what are some of the methods, Drew? Give me a method that you use to overcome the defective language that deters you from the mission.
Persistence.
Okay. I'm gonna learn everybody's names before we over with. What's your name, man? Tabitha. All right, Tabitha. Give me an effective solution that you have when you have callers who are yelling, who are debating, who have a lack of composure, who have a lack of focus in order to get this.
After I've tried persistence, I try name, if I know their name.
Okay. So you mean you try to get in their name?
Well, I try everything I do to figure out how to get the person to reel back in, so
Personal
calling them by
touch.
name.
Okay.
Personal touch.
Yeah.
Okay, so the personal touch. That can also be, is that
Compassion.
compassion, relaxing them? Relaxing
Not
them?
necessarily relaxing, because they ain't gonna relax.
Okay.
Compassion, I think empathy is.
Empathy, that's a good word. And what's your name, boss?
Corey.
Corey, all right, Corey.
sometimes you may need to lower your tone, and sometimes you may need to not be rude, but more stern.
Mm.
So,
Take control.
yeah, so, yeah, take control, tone,
So adjusting your tone?
yeah.
Okay, and what's your name?
Tequila,
Tequila. All right, Tequila.
remain calm.
Remaining calm? You remaining calm? Okay. Right, Drew, I remember when you did the sit-along, that's what, I complimented y'all, that you all remain calm no matter the duress of their, which helps them a lot, because they know, you know, they know they're dealing with a professional. You freaking out, they freaking out, they're like, oh, man, everybody gonna get out. So, this is just something, this is just a note that I just want you to keep in mind, that anything that you do, dealing with, matter of fact, I want you to actually give me one workplace, work environment, issue that, you had a mission, and you were communicating with a coworker. Let's not give names, all right? You were communicating with a coworker, and there were defects in the language, and you used effective language to accomplish your mission. Tequila, can you give me one, please? A scenario?
It probably wouldn't be here, it would be when I worked at the bank.
Okay.
I was a teller manager, and my branch manager was a real pain in the behind.
Okay.
Well, I ain't gonna say she was a pain, I guess hers just wasn't life experience had affected her, because she was a workaholic.
Okay.
And I had a child that was sick, and she didn't understand me having to be off at the hospital with her, or this. She had a lack of communication.
Oh, okay. So your mission was to do what with her?
My mission was to do my job.
Right.
But she would come in and be like, I need to meet with you, you know, first thing in the morning to
Okay.
get objectives for the day or whatever. But I'm the teller manager, I have to make sure everybody had their money. So she would come over, it was like a lack of communication. What part don't you understand? I need to meet with you.
Okay.
Whoa.
I'm trying to
Now hold on. Now, before you even go even further, what's the mission? Because even still, as you're explaining, there's a mission involved. You go from doing your job is the mission to when she's disrupt doing your job, you're trying to get back to focus, either doing your job or get what she wants. So what's the mission?
The mission is, my mission was to do my job.
Got it.
Her mission was to just interfere. I
Alright.
feel like.
So to do your job.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, to do your job. Has anyone else had that experience? You just doing your job and someone came, you know, to try to, they had their own agenda that they wanted to fulfill?
I think everybody got the mission of trying to do their job. Now, I think, again, to get to the mission, many different roads can be taken.
Absolutely.
To get to the mission. And I think a lot of times, supervisors or other people, you know, they want you to take their road versus you taking a road that's suitable for you. Like, they want you to take a road that goes up this hill and around the corner. Well, you driving a Jeep, I got a car, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take this route.
Okay.
And we still gonna get to the same mission, but
Right.
you know, they want you to get their route.
Gotcha. So when you have that communication issue doing your job, like you said, y'all both going to the same destination, they got different routes. What are some of the defective ways, the noise in the language, that will deter you from doing your job? You already, Tequila, you already said that she had a lack of compassion, right?
The tone, just communication.
Yeah, this is all communication. So lack of tolerance, lack of, what you say, compassion?
Yes.
All right, and Corey, give me one. Give me a defective piece of the noise and the language that can throw you off from doing your job. Coming from a similar scenario.
I think the kind of what Drew was saying, almost like the because I said so syndrome. And you know, the main thing is to get the job done, to do the job. But sometimes the way it's done, you know, may be a little bit different.
So is that ego?
Could be ego, could be
that's
you know,
what it is.
title, throwing the title around. So
Title.
There you go.
yeah, right.
Abuse of authority.
Oh, abuse of authority.
Yeah,
Right. title.
Right.
Title. The head like this.
So I'm saying,
Get the title, like, whoa.
Our
Alright.
shift is the best shift.
Right. All right,
Ever
so
and
can you give
ever.
me one? A way of where it was the same similar scenario, defective language is being used. The noise in the language channel.
Control of, I think, control the whole, he said, I do it because I said so, or the threat of, if you don't do it my way, then it's, you're gonna get an action, or
Yes.
Threats. That's a
like
good one.
tones of, I guess, indirect threats.
Or be little, trying to be little you.
Right.
Because you ain't doing it anyway.
Now, for the effective part, all right? How did you get to the point where you got back to being able to do your job? When they were throwing all these defective portions of the language at you, how did you bypass that and take the effective portion out of it to again complete the mission? Drew.
Me personally,
Uh-huh.
I'm a listener.
Okay.
I'm a listen.
Listen.
I hear his name, I see his background.
Ain't come with a catch. The listen come with a catch.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a listen, but
Right.
I mean, and I apply this to not even just here. I apply this to, you know, when my wife talking,
Yep.
when my whoever, I'm gonna listen to you.
Mhm.
Now, whether I go out and apply what you just said, maybe
Right.
I will, maybe I won't.
Right.
But I'm gonna give you that opportunity.
Right.
Now, if it blow up in my face, then I can say, dang, I should have listened. But
Right.
I mean, I'm
But-
not gonna not listen to somebody.
Right. Hold on. Now stick with what you just said about listening. You may carry out the whatever they got to say, or you may not. Right. But at the end of the day, your mission is to
Get it done.
exactly
Do
get to
my
your
job.
job, whatever
Right.
your job is. All right. So listening, Tabitha, can you give me one? Similar scenario.
I just ignore.
Ignore.
Ignore and, towards the mission, just, when I hear all of, if I'm,
Stay focused.
yeah, that's good.
There we go. Because if you ignore, that can be defective because it's like you did.
I'm talking about like when people are doing all that stuff, I'll just ignore it and know what my mission is and
Okay.
just try to
So,
lock those people out.
That is, so focus in there, okay. Gotcha. And what about you, Corey?
Trying to get faster. Especially in this line of work, man.
You say go
Sometimes it's
fast?
like, hey man, you gotta move. You gotta move.
Keep up the pace.
Right.
I was not expecting that, I'm not even gonna lie. Oh, man, that is hilarious. All right, yes, I'm Tequila, give me one, please.
Am I right or am I correct?
I ain't mad at you because you know why? You focused on this mission
You're
right here.
doing your job.
I hear that.
That could be the reason why all the other stuff is satisfied. Man.
I probably would remind them, besides all of that, remind them what the task is. Like, you know, like, I'm doing that. Like, back up off me. Give me. Remember, we're trying to get this done. Let me get this done. We can talk about this later. Like, so
Somebody
it's kind of.
else gonna misconstrue that as being defiant.
Yeah. So it's a boy.
Now,
Go ahead, Simon.
what I want you to understand is that, you know, all these effective choices aren't going to always work, but 9 times out of 10, they're effectively going to work. They're going to do something to help you get back towards this. Something that's going to make it's a step forward rather than this being a step back. And that's what language is about. That's what, you know, you all being able, when you graduate, when you leave here today, as fear formers. But it's all about performing no matter the obstacle, no matter the language. Like you said, stay in focus and just blurring out all the garbage. Because you're gonna have people come from you, again, continuously come from you from many angles of life, work, personal life, kids, spouse, whoever, friends, enemies, whoever. They're gonna always use defective language to get you from accomplishing this, in some cases, But when you always refer to when you're able to filter out, you know, what's unnecessary, stay with what's necessary, so you can get here. That's what it's all about. Because you're gonna get rejection, you're gonna get no's, you're gonna get this and that and the third. But if you stay focused on, you learn to decipher out a conversation, the less it bothers you, and the more effective you are. And people see the change in it. They're like, dang. Because most time when people are coming at you, they're really trying to get you riled up. They're really trying to get you out of your composure. But when you use this method of dissecting the conversation, staying within composure, it builds a lot of respect. It builds a lot of respect. So that language portion is just something I want you all to keep in mind. So, but those are all great tools, and like you said, Joe, you can use any area of your life. So that's what that portion is. Whoa, what is this? All right.
I have
So,
a question.
oh yes, ma'am.
What's your name?
Oh, let me introduce myself. Wow, I didn't even introduce myself.
H to the